and happy Father's Day weekend, happy Flag Day, happy 250th birthday to the United States Army. It's Jeff Davenport and John Berger live from Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista for the Coronado Athletic Club. You might remember 2 weeks ago tomorrow, there was a really big storm that came through Sierra Vista. What happened was they were supposed to play a game that night. And guess what? They decided to reschedule it on the hottest day of the year. Not that they planned that in advance, but at time of kickoff, I believe it is 99 degrees outside. Oh, no, it's dropped down to 97 according to my iWatch. Wow. Get your sweaters out, John. And you are going to see the 1-win, 6-loss, 1-draw Coronado Athletic Club playing against the 1-draw, 7-loss RSL Southern Arizona. These two teams are at the bottom of the USPL right now, ranking number 7 and number 8 respectively. So this is just a game for pride. That's all it is. There's not a shot at the playoffs. There's nothing going on. And this is basically game 1 of a doubleheader that will be happening come tomorrow night, the second game of the doubleheader, when Coronado is back on this field to do it all over again. So basically, you usually don't do back-to-back games on back-to-back nights because the equivalent of a soccer game is running a marathon. And so, and during the national anthem, John and I both happened to notice that there are literally 11 players for each team. There is going to be no subs. There's going to be no chance to get rest. It is going to be all gas, no brakes for 45 minutes. Then we got our little 15-minute halftime. And then after that, it is going to be all gas, no brakes for another 45 minutes. It is 6:03 Arizona time as we await the opening whistle here. Coronado versus RSL Southern Arizona going on live right here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. With Jeff Davenport and John Berger. We got so many sponsors to talk about. It's absolutely amazing how many sports sponsors that not just Coronado has, but obviously that we have here at Cool FM Live. And we're excited to tell you all about them, including Thunder Mountain Church. Hey, if you're looking for a good place to go to church in the morning, I'll be there at the 8 a.m. service. At least that's the plan. They have an 8 a.m., a 9:30, and 11 service for Thunder Mountain Church. Very big soccer fans. Pastor Randy and his wife Kim, they are very big soccer fans. And that's why they love supporting the Coronado Athletic Club, as does SSVEC. Tap into Wellness, Bob Moses Ceramic Coatings, Semper Valens Solutions, Inc., Summerlyn Edwards at Tierra Antigua Realty, the Huachucans, and, of course, the MORSE Automotive Group, the main Coronado sponsors. And we'll talk about our sports sponsors. Look at that plane flying in the background there. That's pretty cool coming into the Sierra Vista Airport, looks like. That looks like a much larger plane than what we normally see coming in down here. So Coronado is in the white jerseys, RSL Southern Arizona in the gray jerseys. So Coronado has the white tops, white trunks with blue numbers on their backs. Getting the ball passed around, just trying to feel each other out. Again, these two teams, they're playing for pride today. It is nothing else, and it is really warm on the field. So the back line for Coronado just playing kickball back and forth as they prep for an attack. That was Mike Settle who pushed the ball forward. Ends up getting turned over to RSL Southern. So they come back into Coronado territory. They're attacking the west goal here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. And unfortunately, usually we see a lot of cars driving by. But there won't be because they've shut down this part of the Martin Luther King bypass.
Did you have a hard time getting into the parking lot like I did, Jeff? Because I had to reroute myself completely.
No, I didn't because I came in off Fry. So I was perfectly fine. But yeah, everybody else who were coming in off of where they normally come in off of Martin Luther King, the back way into the city complex or up Avenida Escuela from the MLK, you were not going to get very far there. So Coronado has the ball back in their own territory. There's their goalkeeper, Güero Gutierrez, kicking the ball out to the far side. 0-0 game here in the early moments. Like I said, this game started about 6:03, so it'll be 6:48 when we hit full time. Getting pushed from behind, the whistle blows as Jared Nunez gets up. One of the superstars here for this team that's just struggled all season long. It's just been one of those years where the magic The magic was not there, but they're hoping that today they can do it in front of the home crowd, a very light crowd here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. You can come here for free, hey, if you're looking for something to do, but if you like air conditioning and you're in air conditioning watching this, it might be a little bit better off for you than we are. There is no broadcast booth here at this stadium, so don't think that we're inside some air-conditioned booth. We're literally in row 3, sitting here watching this happen.
Bleachers.
Yes, metal bleachers, yeah. Oh, they kept it in bounds? No, they're saying it was out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for Coronado here on the near side. That's Edie Mavune throwing it in. Number 21, one of the backline folks for Coronado. And include Jarrett Gallagher, Mike Settle. I believe Manny Bustamante is back there as well. But a lot of familiar names for Coronado this season. Just were not able to put together the winning streak that they needed to. We saw the games that we've seen so far for Coronado, just the aggression or the hunger that they had over the last couple of years just wasn't there this particular year. And I'm not saying they're not giving their all. These guys are professional soccer players. They are here in the USPL playing for their team, playing for the chance to move up and get higher in the soccer world. They want to be like Christian Gallagher and end up going to the New York, New Jersey Red Bulls. Someone from Coronado Athletic Club who was a freak or is a freak athlete. Obviously, he was the 5A soccer player of the year as a freshman at Buena High School. That's a good kick, unblocked. It's second chance opportunity. Jared right in front of the goal, not able to convert. What an amazing bit of work there by the RSL Southern Arizona defense, just being in the exact right place at the exact right time.
Multiple times.
There was no other chance for them. Again, with Coronado attacking this east side goal, the sun is in the face of RSL Southern Arizona. So RSL, I believe they're based out of the Valley. They ended up making that long drive down from the Valley today. These individual players here, these individual athletes, there's no team bus for these guys, unfortunately. And there's a header that goes wide to the right. A good scoring attempt, 2 good scoring attempts for Coronado Athletic Club. If you get a chance to watch, or if you're watching right now, leave us some love in the live chat. Let us know. Does everything sound okay? Does everything look okay? I know it looks okay because John's in control of that. Sounding okay, I apologize. You can just put it on mute. That's what you can do. As we're here on Father's Day Saturday to be a part of the fun. Been covering a lot of events, a lot of activity going on today in Sierra Vista, from Grateful Goods, community vendor space that gives back to the community. He's given back over $10,000. They just went over the $10,000 mark, their last market. And I'll tell you what, if you've never been to Grateful Goods, you got to go and see it. It's a great place for the community vendors. These are small business owners that do not have their own brick and mortars, but they do twice a month, the second and fourth Saturdays of every month at Grateful Goods. Shot on goal, caught right in the breadbasket of Guero Gutierrez. As he will look around the field, look where to roll it to. He rolls it to Jarrett Gallagher, who pushes it up to Edie. Here on the near side, Edie sends it back to cross to Mike Settle. Tries to get it to his brother James and ends up getting stolen away by RSL. So they're spending a little more time in Coronado territory than Coronado would prefer them to be. As the sun continues to bake us from the west, and Coronado comes up on the attack, sending Keegan Rudsell with John McKyonga there, centering it in. Getting it to Somali. And that goes wide out of bounds on the far side. So a throw in for RSL. Little communication miscue there by Coronado. Turns the ball over. It's a 0-0 game. As we are just about 10 minutes in. Game started at around 6:03 Arizona time. So by 6:48, we'll reach full time. Hopefully Coronado will have a goal or two up on the board at that point. No scoreboard here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field.
Soon.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Right.
But with soccer, usually it's not too hard. Usually I can keep up. Now baseball, the other day, I was lost.
I was doing the recap on it, and I was like, wait, that's only 7. I was doing the highlights for it.
Oh, good. Well, I ended up predicting 8 then. I think they ended up getting 8 runs in the long run. That'll go off of Coronado out of bounds.
Fun game, though. Oh my gosh, that looked like a really good time.
Yeah. You can still go see John's sports show on the Cool FM page. Just scroll on down. It's there waiting for you to watch. So RSL in control, wearing their gray jerseys and black shorts, or it looks like navy shorts actually, like a very dark blue. And wherever you're watching us from, let us know in the live chat. Always love knowing where the folks are watching us from. Yeah, big boy. There's Makyanga getting thrown around and pushed from behind. Thank you again to all the sponsors that make this coverage possible. 0-0 game here thus far. Edie Muvane will take the free kick, or will he leave it for John? Nope, Edie will fan out to the right, and you can see where everybody's waiting, right at the top of the key. And that goes right into the foot of RSL as they sprint down, and that goes off of Coronado. And underneath, did that go under? Do they have any extra? I don't see any extra balls. Did anybody bring any? All the extra soccer balls are sitting over there on the far side at midfield. There's none behind the goalkeeper where there normally is.
Look and sound good.
Good deal. A lot of back and forth here as each team feeling each other out. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Talked about the Coronado sponsors and, of course, our regular sports sponsors like the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate experts at the Sherry Ethel team. Her number is in the post description. Send her a text message. Let her know you're looking, and she'll find you the home of your dreams or help you get your house sold to someone who's looking for their home of their dreams. Nice kick by Settle. Was trying to find Rudsell. Out of bounds. It will be Coronado throw-in. So a Coronado throw-in coming. Saw Sherry Ethel earlier today. She was at the Reps for Rescues. It was an event going on over at Summit Fitness at 7th and Fry. There was a animal shelter, Friends of the Sierra Vista Animal Shelter event that was happening. It looks like they're going to have to kick a ball from the far side.
Yeah, that thing got under there.
It's wedged under there pretty far, and Edie said, "I'm not the biggest player on the field, but I am definitely not going to go fish that out." And I don't blame you, Edie. So again, the back line of Coronado. I mean, the goalkeeper is up at the 35-yard line for Coronado. So Coronado is very comfortable inside RSL Southern Arizona territory. And now they're almost on their heels, and they are. As RSL brings it back into Coronado territory. But now, just like that, turned back over, almost hit from behind. No whistle. And again, you can see the players from RSL, they're literally having to block the sun out of their face. And I imagine that even after halftime, sunset won't be until about 7:26 tonight, I believe. So we'll be a good amount of time into the second half. Coronado will have that sun right in their eyes, too. Oh, just off of Somali's feet. That'll be a throw-in for RSL. The heat just beating down on these amazing athletes. These guys are quicker than a hiccup. They can go from 0 to 60 in no time at all. Watching this on a screen, it doesn't do them justice. Seeing them in person and watching them do what they do is the really only way to judge how fast these athletes are. Almost as fast as the quality of care you'll get at Copper Queen Community Hospital. Locations in Bisbee, Douglas, and out in the Hereford, Palominas area. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital for sponsoring the Cool FM Sports. That ball bouncing backwards as Jarrett ends up kicking it to Weto. Gutierrez has the ball well outside of the box. All the way up to the 25-yard line. But remember, you're seeing the football field. It's the yellow stripes that are the soccer boundaries. That's why they have the yellow stripe in the center. And are they going to call? Nope, they're just going to let it play. It was an offside, a potential offside. But the head official saw the flag, decided to pull it down. It'll be a throw-in for RSL. 0-0 game. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our community since 1963. One of our fantastic sponsors on Cool FM Live Sports. A breakaway opportunity stopped by Coronado. Nunez gets it out to Rudsell, who ends up. That was a real push from behind. I mean, they literally extended his hands. I don't know how that doesn't get called, doesn't get a whistle. John McKyonga here on the near side. Oh, up and over and through the uprights. It'll be a goal kick, but an excellent opportunity for Coronado to put one in the back of the net. It did not happen on that opportunity, but I believe that is the third scoring opportunity for Coronado. The defense for RSL Southern holding USPL action here on Cool FM Live. As we were trying not to get burned too badly here in the sun. I should have sprayed my legs. I just realized I forgot to spray my legs down. And I'm wearing shorts, these pasty legs.
Gotta get that vitamin D somehow.
And that gets kicked right out of bounds. I believe, was that off of RSL? It was. It'll be a throw-in for Coronado deep in their own territory. They'll have to chase the ball up the rock embankment to the top of the fence line. That, again, no cars. You're wondering, well, where are all the cars? Normally we see cars driving this whole time. Well, remember that this portion of the Martin Luther King bypass is shut down right now for the construction. They were finally able to open it up by native into that parking lot. So you're now able to turn back if you're coming from the 90 bypass onto MLK. Of course, if you're coming from Fry or anywhere on the west side, you'll definitely want to take Fry Boulevard all the way to Avenida Escuela. That'll take you back into that lot with Lowe's and Native for Native game night. Nice pass, but can John catch up in time? He actually got around him. My goodness, John McKyonga, that dude is so fast. How on earth did he do that? I don't even know how he got there that quickly. That was unbelievable.
Kids are getting into the retrieving process.
Hey, got to have the ball shaggers out here. And
well, I think a couple of them went under the booth,
yeah,
under the bleachers to get it.
Yep, they're here to help. Here to be a part of the game.
Brave young ladies.
Yeah, absolutely brave to go underneath the hot metal bleachers. And they're going to call a foul. There's another one right after that. As Mike Settle ends up eating some turf. He's a big boy, too. He's a corn-fed colossus out there. Looks like Summerlyn might be taking the kick, or will they leave it to John? Summerlyn fans out to the left. Keegan Rutzel is on the right. He is all by himself on the right-hand side. Now RSL sends someone over to the right to cover Keegan. But McKeonga will take the shot. He'll actually take a shot on goal, and that goes wide to the right. The goalkeeper will chase that down all the way down into the ravine, basically going toward the softball field over there.
He saw a window. I was kind of looking at the same thing. I was like,
is there a shot there? Yeah.
I didn't recognize it at the exact second it happened, but when he was shooting, I was like, oh shoot, yeah, there's an opening.
Well, that shot on goal brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, where you will always hit the back of the net with quality from the ground up. Damon, Marie, the Trejo family and team. I'm going to see Damon and Marie tomorrow. Do a little interview with them about an adventure that they have coming up. Right off the chest of Settle. And Coronado again on the attack. But Nunez was boxed out. They kicked it out of bounds. RSL Southern does not even have one win this season. They're at one draw. They have 7 losses. So both teams just playing for pride here tonight. No other reason to play this game than for the love of the game and pride of your team and the chance to show that even in a legit 11-on-11 situation, had any of these players caught a cold or had a Father's Day obligation this weekend or anything, this game would have been 11-on-10 or maybe 10-on-10. But instead, there are no subs. You will see all 22 of these players on this field during this entire matchup tonight. The breeze, pick it, boy, that is a welcome breeze. It's actually coming from the north to the south based on the way the flag is blowing. So the breeze is blowing across the field towards us at the moment, and that feels really nice. 0-0 game here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista. Maybe after the sun goes down, if you're driving around, you want to stop by and see the last little bit of soccer tonight. In the meantime, hopefully you're enjoying some nice air conditioning wherever you are. Settle tries to go after it. The other Settle uses his head there. And Summerlyn ends up taking it here on the near side. Finding McKeonga. Looks like there's some space. Off the sidebar. Off the post. 2 shots off the post, back to back. One off the left post. Another shot off the right post. And that will be off of RSL. So Coronado will have a throw in, but just inches away from putting it in the back of the net. Not able to convert it into a goal. Unbelievable effort by Coronado tonight. Still in a 0-0 game. We're 22 minutes into this game, almost halfway through the first half. Full time will be at 6:48 p.m. Arizona time, 12 minutes before the top of the hour. Rutzel takes a shot, and that goes a little high over the head of Nunez on that far side. Coronado trying to recover to maintain possession and maintain their foot on the gas. RSL wearing their gray tops with white numbers. Getting that ball passed around. Having trouble getting it into Coronado territory. We like seeing that. That punches it through, but goes straight to Gutierrez at the goal. He's 5 yards out of the box. Rutzel here on the near side getting that kick. Oh, stolen away. Beautiful steal. As RSL pushes it up, it's a 1-on-4 situation. Finally, another one comes back for RSL, but the shot on goal is stopped by Güero Gutierrez. That save brought to you by Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista. You'll save time and hassle every time you go to Ginger's Title Services at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Remember, they're open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you miss them today, they'll be back open. It was grabbing the jersey of Makyanga there. Definitely the right call for the whistle. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors. You can see them in the post description.
Definitely more physical.
Yeah, a lot of physicality going on, and you know, with the sun just beating down on them, I mean, hats off to these young men out here on this field today. This is not an easy day, and boy, I really hope tomorrow, when Coronado is back here tomorrow night, that some more of their players are able to show up on Father's Day, because you're literally going to have, if you have the same 11 out on the field, it could be ugly. Settle putting some pressure on RSL. Now Jared coming up to try to create a turnover, and he does by getting that awkward pass, and Jared ends up having the ball, tosses it back to his teammate on the far side. Jared looks to get it toward the center, gets it to settle. A lot of communication on the field. You can hear it from here as the light breeze continues to blow from the north to the south, right in our faces. So not affecting the ball, nowhere near enough breeze to affect any sort of kick. Good header there from the top of the key by RSL. But the ball still in their territory. Now kicked back. Jarrett Gallagher tosses it across the way. Gets it over to Manny Bustamante. As Manny looks for a breaking Makyanga, and the goalkeeper for RSL comes out, able to stop that potential scoring opportunity for Coronado. It's a 0-0 game. Jeff Davenport and John Berger here with you at Keith Hampton Memorial Field here in Sierra Vista. Hopefully you've stayed hydrated today, kept the pets indoors or in very good shade. A whiff on the kick, but was able to get back there, but Jarrett able to stop it. Not the second effort that goes out. There's a lot of fiber lines going out there right now, all thanks to Allo Fiber, your new home team, internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan today. Now available in Sierra Vista. Coronado driving. Makyanga almost letting the ball get away from him as he takes it almost all the way across from right to left. And there's a shot on goal that goes wide to the left. It will be a goal kick for RSL. And are they calling for a water break? I believe they are. And that is actually a great call. So that will stop the clock at the bottom of the hour. It is 6:30 right now, so they'll take probably a 5-minute water break. And that is a very wise call, even though the wind is blowing now, but it is still, according to the iWatch outside in Sierra Vista right now, 97 degrees. It has not gotten any cooler since the official kickoff of this game at 3 past the hour. So it's 6:30. We push the pause button probably for a good 4 or 5 minutes, as even the officials need to get some hydration as well. And we hope you and your pets have stayed hydrated today. It is a brutally hot, it's going to be a brutally hot week coming up here in Sierra Vista. So don't just be thinking about those pets and family members just today or tomorrow on Father's Day. Be thinking of them all week long, because it is going to be a scorcher coming up this week. If you check any of the apps or listen to the weather reports from meteorologist Dan Holliday on 101.7 KKYZ that you hear at the top of the hour, every hour on KKYZ. 0-0 game here. These guys are giving their all. Coronado's had 6 shots on goal here in the first 27 minutes of play. And this is a water break here that they're taking before they resume play to finish out the rest of the half, assumedly. But what this is doing is just pushing halftime back just a little bit further. But again, this is for the safety of the players and the officials, just to make sure that they get the hydration they need. I've got my water bottle here. John, you got yours, right?
Yep. Mine's full of ice.
I can hear it. Listen to that.
Not messing around.
Well, if you need some water to go with the ice, let me know. I don't have ice in mine, so I usually keep mine at room temp. As a singer, just, it helps my throat. As a voice actor and performer, definitely helps to have. Oh, they blow the whistle, so looks like that was a 2-minute break, maybe 3, or that's a 1-minute warning, and it'll be about a total of a 4-minute break, which will add 4 minutes to where we started this game. The initial halftime was going to be at 6:48, but if you add 4 minutes, that will make it 6:52 Arizona time. We'll see exactly when it is when the players return to the field. The goalkeeper for RSL Southern Arizona back in the goal, as some of the players start shuttling their way onto Keith Hampton Memorial Field here. Breeze getting a little bit stronger.
Now, where do they start the ball on?
They'll throw it in. It went out of bounds, and so there will be a throw in. No, it'll be a goal kick, excuse me. They're setting it up for a goal kick here by RSL. So the ball went out of bounds, and that's how they know exactly where to spot it. So it'll start with the goal kick by RSL Southern. As the wind doing a number on my umbrella. I'm enjoying the breeze, though. I'm not complaining. So 6:34 right now. So it has been a 4-minute break. When he blows the whistle, that means it'll be about 6:52, 6:53 will be full time for the first half. As the whistle blows, we resume after the water break, again for the safety of the players and the officials. Just getting them a little bit of a respite. And again, knowing that it is 11 on 11. There are no subs that are coming onto this field. There is no rest for the weary here tonight for either side. 0-0. Big boot by the goalkeeper. Gets it over the head of Summerlyn, back into the deep territory. And they're going to say offside or out of bounds. I believe it was. Yeah, it was out of bounds. So Edie Mavune will throw in. Gets it to Jarrett Gallagher. Gallagher gets it over to Weto. Pushes it far side to Manny Bustamante. Now back into the back line of Mike Settle. Out to Edie. Looking up ahead on the give and go. Not able to catch the go after the give. Easy stop for the goalkeeper for RSL Southern. It's always an easy choice when you do things the right way, and the right way. Now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Working hard to earn your trust the right way. Happy to support our local athletic broadcasts here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Player goes down. Gets back up slowly. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union. If you live or work in Southern Arizona, you may be eligible to join. Experience better rates and personalized service at ascu.org. Join the credit union that supports your community while slipping and falling, but still being able to be in the right spot to get that save there.
That was the slowest dive of all time.
Yeah, it really was. I think he thought it was coming a little bit faster than it was. So he was on the ground before the ball got there. But ascu.org, federally insured by NCUA, equal opportunity lender. And there's a whistle against Coronado, so it'll be a free kick for RSL Southern. Thank you to Sierra Toyota. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away at Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Oh, faking the big kick, but goodness, just getting in that wrong spot. And that goes how deep under this?
Going all the way back.
Yeah, the kids are going to be, kids are going to get that one. I think the kids are going to fetch that one as we'll get a ball kicked in from the far side. And as that ball comes in from the far side, thank you so much to TWN Communications, fast, reliable internet with no data caps. Save money when you prepay. Now through the end of the month, when you prepay 12 months of internet service, they'll give you the 13th month for free. And thank you to Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving our area for 45 years.
Isn't that incredible?
It is. The Army was only 205 years old when Vinny's started. Great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. They wish good luck to all of our athletic teams in Cochise County. Covered right here on Cool FM Live. And they hope to see you soon. Been a while since I've been to Vinny's. Got to get back there. Get a good sandwich.
Oh,
enjoy their sandwiches. Of course, their pizza's great. Wings are amazing. Iconic, legendary place. There are these legacy businesses in Sierra Vista. We're fortunate to have them. We're fortunate to have legacy businesses like Vinny's Pizza that have been around for that long and still remain relevant today. Big kick, and that goes, he got pushed from behind. He's asking the official. And my goodness, just no whistle on that, but it'll be a corner kick. Bless you, John. John's got the sneezes.
Yeah, see if you can hear that gunshot over the air.
As Makyanga will go to the near side for the corner kick. Another scoring opportunity in a 0-0 game. Coronado has had 7 shots on goal in this first half, which will be at full time at, I believe, 6:54. There was a pause for, it gets through, but into the feet of RSL Southern. So Makyanga, who just kicked the corner, now trying to center it in. A Pele-style kick by Mike Settle goes wide to the left.
A bicycle kick?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. He almost probably should have let it go to Jared behind him, but that's okay. I mean, how cool would that have been had it gone in? That would have been an iconic shot. Dan the man would be showing replays of that on like our Cool FM Live highlights packages for the rest of eternity. So you got to take risks. And Coronado taking some big shots today. Nothing gone in yet. Oh, there's Jared. Slides down. Not able to get his feet under him. RSL Southern, again, playing on their heels. Thank you again to all the sponsors that make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the post description. There's a lot of them. And if you see them in the community or stop by any of their businesses, let them know thank you for being a part of Cool FM Live sports coverage. Thank you again to all the sponsors that the Coronado Athletic Club has as well. Big center, big shot into the left side. Edie Mavune gets it into the back of the net here in the first half. 1-0 Coronado.
Man, getting a lead, that's nice. That's a nice feeling out here.
That's a great feeling, and it almost makes the heat not feel as bad when you're playing with a lead, because it is still a scorcher out here tonight.
I'll say this. The rain has been worse than this. The rain was about the worst thing I've ever dealt with.
Well, we were here through that massive storm when they did play.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And luckily, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, they had to cancel. That's why this makeup game is being played on a Saturday nights. They will be back here tomorrow night. Hopefully Coronado will have some subs, because if these same 11 players have to go at it 2 straight nights, it will be tough, and it'll be another hot day. So Coronado staying on the attack with their 1-0 lead. Edie Mavune with that goal. Now 13 minutes left here in the first half. And you're thinking, wow, that seems a lot later. Well, if you're just joining us, they did take a water break. And you might think, hey, these guys are pros. They don't need to take a water break. No, this is for the safety of everybody. There are no subs on either team. We want to make sure that these players are safe and that the officials are safe. It's all for fairness and safety here tonight at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Jeff Davenport, John Berger behind the camera on the call for you here tonight on this Father's Day weekend, Flag Day, President Trump's birthday, the Army's birthday. A lot of things being celebrated all day long. That 250th birthday of the United States Army that ended up bringing my family here. That's a shot! And that goes up into the top left corner off of the leg of John McKyonga, getting the pass, getting the feed from Jared Nunez. What a fantastic shot. Beautiful placement. Coronado leads 2-0.
They hit that upper left corner of the net. Very cool shot. Very powerful. No way that they can.
Laser beam shot.
Yeah, the goalie just didn't have a shot at that.
No chance. That was a million miles an hour. An absolute laser. 2-0 Coronado. So getting their goals late here in the first half. Finally, they find the back of the net after hitting the left post, the right post, going just over the crossbar.
And then the one that got launched all the way out of the atmosphere.
A lot of shots on goal, but now 2 in their pocket to show for. Keegan gets it back to Jarrett. Passes it across. Bustamante up and over. Now to Somali. Back to Bustamante. Coming up to midfield. Yeah, RSL Southern, no wins on this season. It has been, as much as we think it's been a difficult season for Coronado, well, they did come into this game with 1 win, and they're leading 2-0 here late in the first half. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sharing this video. If you're a fan of the world's favorite sport, so many soccer-related activities going on. Every time I turn on the TV, I see a UEFA championship, a UEFA semifinal. I see different countries playing and different tournaments. And, of course, just the regular European League with Real Madrid, Man U. You know those teams. If you're a soccer fan, you know those teams. So RSL Southern now trying to put together a attack. They spent way too much time over the course of the first half in their own 50-yard side of the field.
They're kicking into the wind now.
They are. The wind has shifted. And there's Jarrett coming away with the ball. He's almost all by himself. Almost gets slid tackled from behind. Somehow keeps control of the ball. Gets it released to Keegan on the near side. Keegan fires. And it gets past the goalkeeper. It was bent. A bent shot into the side of the net on that left side. I don't know if it was the sun or the curvature of the ball. Either way, it's 3-0 Coronado. With less than 9 minutes to go before the end of the first half, this is the largest lead Coronado has had all season long. And they have put it together tonight here in the first half. Talking about their rough season, 1-6 and 1 draw. But tonight, goals by Edie Mavune. And who had the second goal? I'm looking at the...
Sean had the first one, and then Edie the second one, and then the third one.
And the third one right now with Keegan. So either way, 3 goals. Dan will put it together, and it'll make me look really smart when he puts it together and shows those highlights.
He does an excellent job of making us all look.
Yes, he does. So a throw in right around midfield, mid-pitch here in this case, as we're playing soccer. Looks like that's going to be a free kick for RSL. So RSL pushing the ball forward. All of their fullbacks are, everybody except the goalkeeper is in Coronado territory. That ball gets kicked all the way up to Gutierrez in goal for Coronado, maintaining the shutout. Rolls the ball up to Somali. He had an eye on Keegan right here. Keegan was wide open and could have actually possibly done something there, but the ball stays over on the far side of the field. These are professional soccer players. I shouldn't tell them how to play.
Right.
What am I, an armchair fullback? An armchair sweeper? An armchair right wing? Left wing? Either way, Coronado's leading 3-0. They're definitely doing something right tonight. So I don't know what it was that got them into gear, but 3 goals here in the first half. About 6 minutes to go, I believe, in regulation. Yeah, really tall. And again, it is 11 on 11 all night long because there are no subs available for either team. And these teams are giving it all. That looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but no, ended up staying in bounds. So RSL Southern Arizona down 3-0. Maintains possession of the ball. Their goalkeeper, about 10 yards outside of the box now. Soft kick over to the far side. And miscommunication on that. And they're going to call halftime early. So they're calling halftime actually literally at the time that halftime was supposed to initially be called at 6:48.
Yeah, so it was running clock.
So I guess it was. I guess the water break was a running clock. I assumed that the clock stopped for that. Or in soccer's case, the clock continues to run. They don't stop the clock. It runs, and then you add additional time. But instead, they decided to call it here in the first half. So we have 1 half down, and this looks like the Coronado Athletic Club that we came to know and love over the last handful of years. They came to play tonight to try to get their second win on the season. Now, again, they're playing against the number 8 ranked USPL team, RSL Southern. Keep in mind, Coronado is ranked number 7 with only 1 win on the season. RSL still looking for their first win. If things keep up this way, it will not happen. But Coronado, again, both teams have to avoid red cards. Obviously, red card will get you tossed and automatically make it a power play situation for the other team. And you got to watch those yellow cards. There were no yellow cards in the first half. Just a few whistles here and there. Possibly a couple of calls that were missed as far as pushing and maybe tugging the jersey. But both teams, I believe RSL got away with a few more penalties than Coronado did. Either way,
they were physically more aggressive.
Yes,
and the referees aren't calling that, right?
No, they're not, and they understand what is on the line, which is not much for this game. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. It's number 7 versus the 2 bottom-ranked teams in the USPL going against each other. So it's just about getting this game in that was supposed to be played a couple weeks ago, and because of the weather issues on that Sunday night here in Sierra Vista, it did not happen. And so here we are. Still probably got about a good 15 minutes before the sun starts hitting the top of those tree line off in the distance. So
come soon enough.
No, it certainly cannot. But thank goodness for these umbrellas that we have protecting us, and we hope wherever you are staying safe, well, and hydrated. You, your family, and your pets, make sure they stay in the shade as much as possible, or stay indoors as much as possible. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. Thunder Mountain Church, one of the sponsors of the Coronado Athletic Club, Pastor Randy and Kim Youngblood, huge soccer fans, massive soccer fans. Pastor Randy was a soccer coach at Buena for many, many years, coached soccer throughout this community for the last 30 some odd years, a soccer lover and huge fan, and Thunder Mountain Church being represented here as one of the sponsors for the Coronado Athletic Club. They have 3 services tomorrow if you'd like to go for Father's Day Church over at Thunder Mountain, 8 a.m., 9:30, and 11 a.m. I'll most likely be at the 8 a.m. service. Leah and I enjoy that service, going early, and it's actually still a pretty big crowd there in the that early morning service. But either service is always great there. You always feel encouraged at Thunder Mountain Church. Thank you to SSVEC. Tap into wellness. If you're having some chiropractic issues, go see Dr. Tap. Just the sweetest guy, and you can get same-day appointments. You can do walk-ins or welcome there. My wife has gone there a couple times for adjustments, and she really enjoyed Dr. Tap and all of the great service that he provides there with his staff at Tap into Wellness. Thank you to Bob Moses Ceramic Coatings, Semper Valens Solutions, Inc., Summerlyn Edwards with Tierra, Antigua Realty, the Huachucans, and, of course, the MORSE Automotive Group, sponsors of the Coronado Athletic Club. The Cool FM sports sponsors, of course, are folks like BARNETT'S Towing and PROPANE, serving our community since 1963. Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County for all your healthcare needs. You can have that covered in Bisbee and Douglas and out in the Hereford, Palominas area. Just the best physicians, nurses, PAs, NPs, medical staff, all there waiting to serve you at Copper Queen Community Hospital for you and your family. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. You might notice how green the field is here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Well, keep in mind, this is artificial turf, and you can have artificial turf in the back of your yard. It is one of the greatest things you can ever do, not just conserving water in our area where we need to use water responsibly, but at the same time, you can keep your yard looking green all year long, and without any work. You never have to mow it. It's something great. Damon and Marie over at Grasshopper Landscaping said, you know what, Jeff, everybody that we know gets gets grass for their dog. You are the only person that we ever have known who got a dog for your grass. And that is exactly what we did with Harley Doodles in Davenport on Instagram at Harley Doodles in Davenport. You can find him there. He's pretty famous there on the gram. Famous little maniac. John has met him several times.
I love him. He's the best.
Yeah, he loves you. He loves barking at you. But anyway, Grasshopper Landscaping, you will always find quality from the ground up. We're actually going to go see the after videos of a project that they're working on in South Central Sierra Vista. And you will see that on Monday. We will end up we did the before video earlier this week, and it's a disaster in that backyard. I don't know how they're going to do it, but he says, yep, we're loading in. Taylor Trejo, Damon and Marie's son, said, yeah, we're loading in about 130 tons of stone, and there is no RV gate. So they're literally wheelbarrowing it all in. It is unbelievable, the work that they're doing there. And you will see the finished product on Monday. That's what they're aiming for. On Monday afternoon, you'll get to see the finished product that Grasshopper Landscaping is working on. And if you want to turn your outdoor space into an outdoor oasis, if you're tired of mowing the lawn during the summer on a day when it's 101 degrees in Sierra Vista, Arizona, my gosh, call Grasshopper Landscaping, get them over there, and they will take care of you. Thank you so much to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista. Jennifer and her entire staff will have you smiling. They do everything that the DMV does, except they do it better, without the long lines, without the hassle, and you will enjoy what they do. And of course, Jennifer and her staff, very proud Cool FM sports sponsors, and we're grateful for their support. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet TV phone provider. You see their trucks all over town. A lot of moving and shaking going on with Allo. Become a fiber fan today at allo.com. I'm sorry, allofiber.com. You can see that in the post description. Thank you to Right Way. Boy, if you are indoors, I hope you're enjoying your nice cold air conditioning And if you're not, you need to give Right Way a call. Right Way, heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical services, all those things and so much more right here in Sierra Vista now and in Cochise County. They are working hard to earn your trust the right way. And they got some great promotions going on right now. You're going to learn more about those in the coming weeks because we'll be doing some videos over there at Right Way to talk about the promotions that they have going. You can hear them on the radio. They're going to be recording over at my radio station, KKYZ 101.7 FM. That's the oldie station here in Sierra Vista. We also have 96.9 FM, which is your new today's hit music station. And they're going to come in and record a commercial for their big promotion coming up, so you can hear it on the radio as well. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union at ascu.org. Experience better rates and personalized service with a credit union that supports your community. Federally insured by NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Thank you also to Sierra Toyota. Boy, I'll tell you what, we have bought so many cars from Sierra Toyota. If there was that thing, buy 9, get the 10th free, we would have already had that punch card, John. Wow. Leah, just the other day, Leah and I were talking about how many Avalons did we have? Did we have 3 or 4? I mean, we're literally counting. We lost track of how many cars we've bought from Sierra Toyota. We love them over there. We loved working with Marvin while he was there. He just recently retired, but we also worked with Julie over there, but all the sales folks at Sierra Toyota, they're all fantastic. And right now, Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car. They want to buy your truck. They want to buy your SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. And when we say that, we mean it, because I wouldn't read it if it wasn't true. And Sierra Toyota, of course, is locally owned and community driven. Find them on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard and El Camino Real. Thank you to TWN Communications, fast, reliable internet, no data caps. Check out them on their social media and their website for any specials and promotions going on. And of course, one of the best legacy businesses in all of Sierra Vista, Vinny's Pizza, with their great pizza, wings, sandwiches, and so much more. Stop by Vinny's, get your pizza. They are so focused on community, and they're focused on their employees. Vinny's Pizza was one of the first places that during COVID, I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't say that. I might get demonetized, who knows. But back when the world shut down,
yeah.
And these restaurants were still serving food, but you had to go pick up. Vinny's decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have a day where literally every dollar that comes in, it'll be a big day. Every dollar that comes in, we're going to give to our employees. We're just going to divide out between all the employees. And that parking lot was full from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. They were back ordering. I mean, they almost, I think they ran out of wings. I mean, the community came out to support this legacy business. And now, ever since then, every single year, Vinny's has their employee give back day, where they take one day a year and say, today is all about our employees. Every dollar we make does not go into the pocket of the owner, does not go into the pocket of the company. It goes into the pocket of our employees. So if you come and buy a pizza on that day, whenever it is, follow them on social media, and you'll see that. But they're so community-oriented and making sure that their employees feel like they are taken care of better than anybody else in this area. And a legacy business like that, there's a reason why it's been around that long. It's because they care about the community and their employees. Stop by Vinny's Pizza, get some wings, get some sandwiches, and just enjoy the fantastic food at Vinny's Pizza. The lights are starting to come on here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. The sun continues to set, probably still another 5 to 10 minutes at least before it starts hitting the tree line. You can see the shadows coming across the field, though. They're growing now, getting longer and taller as the wind continues to, well, I shouldn't say wind, a nice breeze, a decent breeze continues to blow the 97-degree air around.
The weather has affected this game, though.
Yes.
You know, the sun, the heat, all that stuff. The wind.
We think that the wind and the sun definitely affected that third goal, because the goalkeeper, it looked like his hands were up, but he lost the ball.
Yeah.
It was absolutely crazy seeing that third goal that Dan's going to clip out and put in your sports show this coming week, which is going to be awesome, because Coronado has not had 3 goals. I don't think they've had 3 goals in a game all year. So, I mean, having 3 goals in the first half is something quite remarkable. So Coronado out there just kicking the ball around, staying loose, where RSL Southern still on their bench. Coronado will be defending, and this is when the sun is going to be at its worst. They're going to be defending the east goal with the sun literally in their faces. It is going to be bright. They're going to have to put their hands up or put some shades on. I don't know what they're going to do to keep that sun out of their face. Maybe they want to borrow our umbrellas and go around the field. Yeah, just walk around, run around the field with umbrellas while they're.
I've seen the guys that train with the parachutes. That's kind of the same, right?
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. Except this ain't training. This is the real deal. As our 1-6-1 Coronado Athletic Club playing against the 0-7-1 RSL Southern Arizona. A tough season for both of these teams as they are at the bottom of the USPL. Ranked number 7 is Coronado, ranked number 8, RSL Southern, but Coronado with a 3-0 lead. Starting this second half, when the whistle blows at 7:03, that means it'll be 7:48 when we reach full time. Not sure if they'll take a water break during the second half. Not sure if it'll be necessary either as soon as the sun continues to set. Temperatures are dropping. According to the iWatch, it's now 94 degrees. Boy, can you go to my car and get my sweater, John?
I know.
It is 94 degrees. I don't know if I might not be able to make it the rest of this night.
It's getting chilly.
I'll tell you, there are some really chilly nights in the fall when we've been covering these games. It has been brutal. Where we've had our hand warmers, we've used Leah's hand warmers.
Oh, I've got to buy some. Well, I've got money.
So Coronado already out of the gate, coming on the attack with a 3-0 lead. Whistle blows at, it looks like 7:02. So at 6:47 p.m., possibly 6:48, depending on exactly what time the official has, that will be full time of this game. Again, Coronado will be looking into the sun. I almost said, black hole sun, won't you come? John's from the Pacific Northwest. He knows all about Soundgarden and the grunge rock movements of the 90s. Oh, yes. Boy, how did that stay in bounds? Even the official on this near sideline has to be putting up her hand the entire time. She has sunglasses on, but is definitely trying to block the sun when the ball is on this near side to be able to see when it goes out of bounds. Remember, this is soccer, so the yellow lines dictate the soccer regulations. You can ignore all the football markings on the field. It's the yellow lines that matter. RSL Southern kicks it back to their goalkeeper, who's had a rough day at the office. Again, it is 11 on 11. There are no subs. RSL wearing their gray jerseys with dark navy blue trunks. Coronado wearing white on white. It is the white jerseys, white trunks, blue numbers on the backs of their jerseys. I'm wearing my personalized Coronado pink jersey, which I absolutely love. They've given me 2 jerseys over the years, and that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Coronado. Number 13, Caleb Akfall. Throwing in, he'll throw backwards, back to Bustamante. If you're joining us tonight, thank you so much. If you can leave some love in the live chat, let everybody know we're back to soccer after the halftime. I think that was good to actually have the clock running during the water break. I think that was the right move.
I agree.
Instead of adding more time and, making the game go longer and having the players, exert themselves that much more, just keep the clock running, do a nice 3-minute break, clock running. So again, 6:47, 6:48 will be full time. Coronado leads by 3. A nice steal by Jared Nunez. Gets it over to Settle, taps it up, blocked by the RSL Southern goalkeeper. James Settle on that kick toward the right side. Rutzel trying to run it down, putting pressure on that back defensive line for RSL Southern. RSL keeping the ball deep in their own territory.
Risky.
It definitely is. When you're down 3-0, you need to come out hot. And, obviously they're physically hot, but they be proverbially hot. Proverbially. RSL kicks it up ahead. Last line of defense. Jared Gallagher chases it down, gets outrun, but there is, oh my goodness, number 21, Edie Mavune, who has one of the 3 goals for Coronado here tonight, chasing that one down, knocking it out of bounds, giving the team a chance to get back on defense. As RSL Southern Arizona throws it in. And the flag is up for offside, but they'll let the ball play out of bounds off of RSL. It'll be a goal kick. Good job by this officiating crew working together, and the head official knowing when to blow the whistle for offside and know when not to blow the whistle. That's why they usually wait an extra second or two just to see what happens with the ball and then make the decision whether to blow the whistle or not. And in that case, not was the answer. Caleb with the ball. Tries to drive it up ahead, goes off the wrong side of his foot. Slide tackles in to try to get it back. James Settle with the ball. Looks like he's about ready to load and unload as it goes off, deflected off of an RSL Southern AZ player. Stopped by Keegan on the far side. Back to James. Tries to get it in, and that will go off of RSL. It'll be a corner kick for Coronado here early in this second half. So glad you're joining us. If you're watching us in the live chat, let us know where you're watching us from. We always love to see where all around the world people are tuning in tonight. Thanks so much to our sponsors like Vinny's Pizza and TWN Communications, bringing you this corner kick here tonight. Coronado leads 3-0, looking to add to that 3-0 lead, getting all 3 goals in that first half. I believe that is the most number of goals they've had in a game this season. It's been a rough one for our Coronado Athletic Club for sure. Somali kicks it in from the far corner. It's going to the far post, trying to hit Jared. Ball goes straight up in the air, and Caleb kicks it, and it goes wide to the right, out of play. One of the players will, nope, they will not shag that ball. They'll bring in another one from midfield. Kick that in for the goal kick by RSL Southern Arizona, down 3-0. And remember, we will be back here in 24 hours. Well, less than 24, 23 hours. We'll be back here bringing you another game for Coronado. They'll have back-to-back games, Saturday and Sunday. They will need to be taking their potassium tonight to get ready. Nice tip ahead, just a little too much mustard on that pass from John. I don't think Edie was able to catch up to it. And he's one of the fastest players on the field, so if he can't catch it, that was a bad pass. No, I'm kidding. That's all right. Oh, no, header out of bounds. And that comes, oh, it was so close to coming up here. We could keep the ball. It's a foul ball. You get to keep it, right? No? Oh, we would have had to give it back. Okay, well, either way, Coronado throwing in. Caleb throwing in from the near sideline. Finds Manny. Gets it to Somali. Back over to Jarrett. Back to Manny. Inside RSL Southern AZ territory. Kicking it up to Caleb. Caleb not able to get a foothold on it. Turned back over to RSL Southern. Now kicked back to their goalkeeper. As he decides what to do, Settle is kind of coming up, forcing a move. Again, this is 11 on 11, legit. There are no subs for either side. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if they do take a water break in the second half. I mean, it might be a little riskier if they keep the clock running, especially for RSL Southern, because you want to have every single minute that you possibly can to at least get a goal on the board. Wow, deflected off of Bustamante. That shot didn't even get toward the goal because of the deflection off of the tuchus, the left tuchus of Manny Bustamante. Now a whistle comes, and that is against RSL Southern. So free kick for Coronado. Mike Settle will take the kick. Booted up to Keegan. Back to Edie. Over to Somali. Back to Mike. To John. Now to Caleb. Caleb looking for Jared. Jared zigged instead of zagged. I think Caleb thought he was going to zig, and instead Jared zagged. Ball goes back over to RSL. You know, you can almost tolerate communication errors in the second half when you're leading 3-0, which Coronado is doing right now. Not to take anything away from this team that Coronado has put on the field tonight. These are the 11 that have done something that I haven't seen all season long. Actually, I take it back. I think there was, like, at the very, very beginning of the season. Or unless it was...
The game where they lost 6-3.
Yes, and I believe... Yeah, they did have 3... They, yes. Thank you for remembering that, John. My goodness. You say you're not a soccer fan. You love Coronado. I know you love Coronado. That shot goes wide to the left, but a good shot opportunity for RSL.
Anybody that's local, I'm on their side.
Hey, and again, we love all of our local teams. We're not just Sierra Vista homers. We're not just Buena homers or ALA or Berean. Yeah, exactly. We are all Cochise County. We love them all. We love supporting them all. We love being there for all the activities and games. I mean, my goodness, we had such a great time at the Avengers game last weekend, and then
American Legion. You guys had a great time. I think you guys. It sounded like you guys had a great time.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Avengers. You were there for that.
Oh, I was. Yeah, I did.
You helped out with that one, and they're going to say offside. That whistle. Jared got ahead of that ball just a little too soon. So, free kick for RSL. Southern AZ down 3-0. Here we are 20 minutes into... No, I'm sorry. 12 minutes into the second half. Started at 7:02 in the 12th minute. That's an offside. So again, early in this second half, more offsides being called in the last 30 seconds than there have been in the entire first half. Yes, it is so close. So close to saying night-night. As the external lights are on here at this field, but the main flood lights have not come on yet. But there's still great vision. Wow, how did Jared get through those two players? The educated feet of Jared Nunez, somehow maintaining possession, driving through two players, all for nothing as the ball gets kicked backwards, all the way back to Gutierrez, being chased down by one RSL player, and he can pick up the ball, and doesn't, and pays the price as RSL Southern gets a ball in the back of the net. Gutierrez had the chance to pick it up, and did not, and they absolutely made him pay. It is 3-1. 1 goal on the board for RSL Southern, still a 2-goal lead for Coronado. A mental error by the goalkeeper ends the shutout. As RSL feels some life as they end up on the board here early in this second half.
You don't normally see a player beat a goalie. That was a...
Oh, especially when it's inside the box.
Yeah.
He could have picked up the ball. Just pick it up, fall on it. You can touch it. You're still inside the box. Nonetheless, Coronado back in control. I mean, what we've seen from Coronado over the course of this season is kind of the opposite of what we've been seeing in this game. Normally, Coronado has been the one on the defense and giving up so many shot opportunities from the other team where, again, just percentages, they're eventually going to get one to go in the back of the net. But now Coronado has had the offensive possession a vast majority of this game. They lead 3-1. as RSL Southern tries to get the ball back into Coronado territory. They got a little ways to go. Coronado has come out like a team on fire. It took them a while to get that first goal in the first half, but once they did, it was followed by 2 other goals. Good team effort by Coronado tonight. As whatever the game plan was for head coach Steve Settle coming into tonight has definitely paid off. Looks like they're waiting for a ball from the opposite side of the field, as the ball probably went back underneath our bleachers here. As that sun just has another couple minutes to go. You want to text Jared to let him know it might be time to make sure the rest of the lights come on. I mean, they might come on. I'm just checking my watch here. Let's see. It's 7:17, 7:16. Coronado looking to kick, and that goes wide to the right. Goal kick, RSL.
It just seems like they're playing with their food a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
not enough.
But how many goals are enough? I mean, you want to get more goals. You want to score as many as you possibly can.
Football, this would be a 21-7 game.
But it should be a 35-7 game. One of those type situations. Coronado easily could have gotten 2 more out of bounds hitting that ball, so the whistle will blow. It'll be a throw in for Coronado again, deep in RSL Arizona territory. Looking backwards, no, looking to the side for Somali. Somali with the ball, dancing and moving around. As one of the players, a lot of hand fighting, gets popped in the nose. And there is no room for a sub because there are no subs. John McYonga getting through the defense, weaving through, hitting it in. A gorgeous shot by McYonga from the right side. Weaving, bobbing through the defense of RSL Southern AZ. It is 4-1. Coronado Athletic Club.
So who's number 13?
Number 13 is Caleb.
So that's the guy that scored. So he passed it right in front of the goal. And
yeah, great job.
Awesome.
But John had a very nice shot. And that is John's second goal of the game. I believe John has scored already. So his second goal of the game, he finds the back of the net for the second time. Congratulations, John. Big night for him tonight. A big night for Coronado. Thank you again.
There's some music going on over there.
Yeah, there might be something going on at the park, or
is that the Olympics?
No, that's they should be done. That sounds like it's over at the park.
Yeah.
So that goal brought to you by Sierra Toyota, who wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. 4-1. Coronado, and they look to add. No, what a shot. Oh, too much mustard on it. Was looking to get it into the top of that goal right underneath the crossbar. Instead, it goes just over the top, but a gorgeous shot nonetheless on goal by Jared Nunez. Would have made it a handful to 1. Instead, it stays at 4-1 as the goalkeeper will chase down that ball. That shot on goal brought to you by American Southwest Credit Union. Experience better rates and personalized service at ascu.org. This second half has been unbelievable. Coronado just maintaining as much possession as possible with only
nailed his own guy in the back. That was awesome.
With only 1 goal in this second half, added to the 3 from the first half. They're able to answer the accidental goal that RSL Southern should not have gotten, but did. Nice tap to Somali. Over to Caleb. Lets it slip through to Jared. Here on the near side. Jared weaving. Hitting. Oh, one-handed stop.
Oh, my.
And they're going to say offside. There is no goal. There was offside on the far side official declaring that. So it stays at 4-1. But that shot on goal brought to you by Right Way in Sierra Vista and Cochise County. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical. If you need heating right now, you should not need that. Get your cooling done by Right Way. Seen a lot more of their trucks all around town as well. Wow, great call. That's using your head.
Brain shaker.
It really is. I mean,
That was loud.
Yeah, you could hear that all the way over at the park probably. Nunez taps it out. Looking for Keegan. And that goes off of RSL. It will be a corner kick, for Coronado. This corner kick brought to you by Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Check all of the sponsors in our post description. The sun finally all the way down. Lights still not on.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, no more sunnies. Able to put the sunnies down. So we know that at 7:21 tomorrow night, when we're here, that'll be when the sun will go down again. Corner kick is deflected out, and it is a foot race just to get to it. Coronado gets there first. Bustamante gets there first. And there's John weaving around. Gets it over to Jarrett. Back to Manny. Communication on the field. Again, it is a light crowd, but you got to remember, I know it was a hot day today, so if you come out tomorrow,
now.
It's very nice now.
Unreal now.
At 94 degrees.
Oh, but it's beautiful. It doesn't feel like it.
No, it does not.
70.
Unless I get carried away, John.
79.
Oh, Caleb with a back kick. Trying to chase it down.
Nice.
And there's a beautiful steal by Somali. Going to the right. Kicking to his left, and it goes wide to the right. I think that ended up hitting another ball. There was another ball there because there's two balls flying around.
Now, is that the
And wait, is there one sub? Is there a sub coming? There is.
Oh, I don't know if that's a normal. I mean, that's a guy off the street, right?
I don't know. Let me see his number, and we'll let you know if I got him on my sheet here. Number 22. That's Cody. That's Cody Pitslin. Yeah, that's the Code Man. Code Man's out there.
Where was he?
He must have been, I don't know, maybe he had a different shirt on or something. Either way, it's a goal kick, so RSL Southern able to do the goal kick. So Keegan is done for the night, and the Code Man in, as Coronado has a 4-1 lead. Now, Cody is a corn-fed colossus. He's a big boy out there. But it's almost as if they brought him. I mean, they may as well. Maybe he got here late or something. I'm not sure. But I'm glad he's here. Got a couple of fresh legs out there for Coronado. Try to take a little bit of the pressure off because it is 11 on 11. There are no, unless the coach for RSL Southern wants to come into this game, there will be no respite for them. 20 minutes into this second half. It started at 7:02. It's now 22 minutes now. It's 7:24. It will be full time right around 7:46, 7:47. That was Cody. Come on, Code Man. Let him rumble, bumble, stumble.
Dude,
And just, I mean, can you imagine the force behind that kick?
I want to see him pull as a guard or lead on a fullback dive.
He could probably do that too.
Yeah, he looks like a fullback to me.
Goodness gracious.
Reminds me of Ironhead Hayward.
And that 1990s football reference by John Berger brought to you by Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista at 999 East Prime Boulevard. Go see Jennifer and the staff for all your vehicle title registration, driver's license, identification, written testing, road testing, and so much more. It's all behind the pink door at 999 East Prime Boulevard. Now open Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Check the post description for more information. Jarrett kicking it all the way across to Manny. Back in their own territory. 4-1 lead for Coronado here tonight. Still waiting for the rest of the lights to come on. As it is still bright enough to see what's going on the field. I'm sure it's bright enough. Oh my goodness. Edie just lightning fast on that side. How on earth do you run that fast while kicking a ball and controlling a ball when you have two people running right next to you, stride for stride?
Not easy.
Not easy at all. But that shot that went wide right, brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping. Quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping to turn your outdoor space into an outdoor oasis. I'll be talking to Damon and Marie tomorrow from Grasshopper Landscaping, and we'll be seeing Taylor coming up on Monday. one of their projects that they're working on. They're going to show it off, and you can make your yard look as cool as the yard you're going to see on Monday because of the work that Grasshopper Landscaping has done. Ball back in, and Manny gets it to Caleb. Pushes it ahead to Jared. Makes that turn here on the left side. Kicked away and all the way out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for Coronado Athletic Club. This corner kick brought to you by Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County in Hereford, Palominas, in Bisbee, and in Douglas, providing the highest quality healthcare services across Cochise County. My goodness, the educated feet of Jared Nunez. Look at the body control as well. And somehow gets around the defender, and that ball goes off of the defender. Another corner kick for Coronado, who currently leads 4-1. Some more folks showing up as the sun has gone down. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching. And remember, Coronado Athletic Club will be back here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So if you're looking for something fun to do on Father's Day, or you need something fun to do on Father's Day, bring an umbrella, wear your sunscreen, bring a comfortable chair if you want, bring one of those cushioned bleacher chairs.
Oh, I love bleacher chairs. What an awesome technology. I think that's a Lambeau Field original.
Yeah, all it took was, was cushion and metal.
Yeah.
Definitely high tech.
Oh my God.
Actually, the way that they make them nowadays, it's unbelievable. It really is.
They really are. They got armrests.
Yeah, it's like so cool.
Armrests and drink holders.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. You definitely want to bring those. Oh, Caleb's ball went right over his head. Not enough air underneath him to be able to push himself up. And so it will be, looks like a goal kick. And I heard the head coach of RSL Southern say, not a bad idea, gentlemen. I don't know what kind of encouragement that is necessarily. It's not a bad idea, but it's not a good idea, but I don't know. No, I'm sure. Yeah, again, this has been a very difficult year for RSL Southern. They got one goal here tonight they can be proud of. Oh, and their goalkeeper way out of room. Oh, my goodness. Deflected off of an RSL Southern. An empty net situation.
That guy is ridiculous.
How on earth did he get back there to deflect that ball? And now RSL off to the races. It's a 3-on-2 with the third coming in from behind. It's blocked. Trying to get it centered. Now to the top of the key. More defenders coming back for Coronado. And that caught right in the breadbasket. That save brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our community since 1963. Great job by Huero Gutierrez, only giving up one goal tonight. Coronado leads by 3. It's 4-1 here over halfway through this second half. Now you can see a little bit more of how the lights are affecting the field in a certain spot. Jared coming, centering. Codeman not able to get it into that left side. Blocked by the goalkeeper. But that shot on goal brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Proud to support our athletic broadcasts and all of these amazing athletes all across Cochise County. Looking to buy or sell your home or land? Give Sherry Ethel a call. Her number is literally in the post description. And that is a nice block there. And that will be a corner kick for RSL. So can they get a little momentum to try to cut this lead in half? Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We're on the main page of Cool FM Live. Glad you're joining us. Hope you have a wonderful Father's Day weekend. Hope you had a great flag day. We see our beautiful flag off in the distance. And Codeman is everywhere.
The goalie is like...
Yeah, the goalie is at the 35-yard line. Now he's at the 30. But again, you need to make this an empty net situation where almost in hockey you have an empty net where you bring all your players forward. Just shoot it, Jared. Beats one. Looking to beat one more and not able to keep control of the ball as he heard the footsteps from number 5 of RSL coming in on his right side. Jared has an assist on the night. Looking for a goal. He wants to add to the fun. Got a big plane flying in the background there. That is not a military plane. Looks like a 727.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, a commercial jet earlier, too.
Well, maybe it did land and now it's taken off. I don't know. Or if it's just circling the runway now. It's during the first half. Again, the light's not doing any favors here for keeping things consistent on this field. Coronado on the attack. Summerlyn trying to get in the action. Has a chance. Nobody was in front of him. He spins around. And that ball does not go in. Does it? It does. Deflected off of the left post. The ball spun just enough. Had just enough English coming off the post to make it 5-1 Coronado.
The goalie never caught up.
And look at that plane. Check it out. That's a 727 easy. I mean, that is a passenger airliner. It looks like it's going to be flying in and landing at the Sierra Vista Airport.
That's what we need, is some commercial air.
Oh, it's going to be.
Break.
Yep. Get your orange slices. At 7:32. So with a 5-1 lead, I will assume, just like the first half, that.
Dude.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's not fun. It's that whole time. Yeah, I got it.
No worries. Turn it around. Turn the camera around. There we go. Hey, everybody. How's it going, everyone? John dropped the camera. Way to go, man. There we go. Well, that'll be in the blooper reel. That'll be in the blooper reel for sure. Happy Flag Day, everybody. Got our flag here.
There, we're back to normal. Thankfully, we did that during the break. Oh, God. It was right on the edge that whole time.
Let's confirm this and make sure.
Yeah, we're good.
And we're locked in. All right, so water break time here in this second half. Coronado leads 5-1. In the first half, they did take a water break, and that was the right call. I think it's the right call to do it now. But when they did that water break, is this tilted or is it? Yeah.
I'll fix that.
When they took the water break, it was running clock. So in this situation, there's no doubt in my mind that with 11 on 11, they're going to keep the clock running, and it will still end. This is all part of the first half. I can safely assume that they will not add time for the second half. Even the officials need to take a quick water break. I'm going to take a water break here. I got my water here too. Yeah, definitely. There's something going on at the park tonight, or somewhere just to the west of us. We can hear the music. Some DJ playing something over there. Now the lights are up. They got all the lights up. You can text Jared and tell him thank you. The lights are shining bright.
I did text him though.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Jared, we got people all over the city.
That's you. It's all you. I don't have Jared's number. I should, but I don't. I mean, he's a friend of mine. I should have his. I have his DM. He's on Facebook all the time. So, but he's always on Facebook. So, are we still on? I mean,
yeah,
okay,
on.
All right, just making sure. Yeah, there we are. Look at us. A lot of sponsors, a lot of sports sponsors, and you can see them all in the post description. We'll talk about those sports sponsors a little bit more as we wind down this second half, where Coronado currently leads 5-1. A dominant lead for Coronado. We don't remember last time they had 5 goals in a game, but it's coming against a team that does not have any wins, is the last ranked team in the USPL currently. So what do we got going on? You got
Jared's letting us know to tell him when the lights needed to be turned off, because he does it remotely for us. So
okay.
He didn't know that was on the schedule, but he's just letting us know when this is all over, just to tell him it's over.
Sure. And again, you might be thinking, well, Jeff, John, normally when I watch this game, there's cars driving by right here on the Martin Luther King bypass. Well, not right now, because they are doing some road work all around Sierra Vista. If you live here, you know it's been going on for quite some time. This is what our mayor ran on, was fixing the roads. There's a lot of roads he couldn't fix because they were state run. They were ADOT run roads rather than these other roads. I don't know why these other roads didn't get fixed early on in his first term, but getting it all lined up, getting the funding and the money, all of our tax dollars. We've been working hard and working for us. Now our cars don't need to get destroyed every time we head down Highway 90 toward any of the stores down there, or going to Native for Native game night on Wednesday night. Don't interrupt me, John, while I'm talking about Native game night for over 9.5 years. Our 500th episode of Native game night will be coming up sometime next month. I need to figure out exactly when, because there was a couple of ones that we missed in 10 years. We were out of town for 2 weeks. 2 of those weeks we were out of town. And then there was also whenever Wednesday falls on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, obviously we don't. And I need to take those into consideration and factor how many times Christmas Eve and Christmas Day have happened over the course since Wednesday, November 4th, 2015. So we are in the 10th year, essentially, of Native game night, looking at the 10-year anniversary coming up. The 10-year anniversary will be the first Wednesday of November. There you go. Got a ball shagger there. So, we're back to action. If that was a running clock water break, we've got about 10 minutes left in regulation. And during this 10 minutes, Coronado is leading, if you're just joining us. If you just joined us for the excitement of John dropping the phone.
It went well.
That's all right. It's Todd's phone. It's not mine.
Thank God.
Todd, you might have to get me a new phone. But oh, Jared, the pick and roll. Caleb trying to hit him, but there was a little defense going on there. Got some folks out here taking a jog. Hey, how are you, Maddie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Maddie's from one of the servers over at Native. She's getting her laps in tonight. Good friend of mine for many, many years. And I know what you're saying, John. Well, Jeff, you're friends with everybody.
You are.
Coronado, what a night tonight. It took a while to get that first goal, though. I was getting worried. I was honestly nervous that first 20 minutes of this game. And now, since then, they've put 5 in the back of the net. Well, one just spinning on the line. The 5th goal, almost, who knows? But the official on that sideline was able to see that it did break the plane to make it 5-1. Great effort by Coronado. Full team effort tonight. John McYonga with 2 goals. A couple of others with 1. There's Caleb. And again, 11. Well, I would say 11 on 11, but there was 1 sub for Coronado. And that was the corn-fed Colossus, number 22, Cody Pitslin. The code man coming in. The code breaker. Coronado just on the attack all night. Somali looking for something there. Ends up going down. Hopefully it's nothing urgent. He gets helped up from another player, so looks like he's okay as Coronado on their heels, the last line of defense. It's a 2-on-5 situation for RSL Southern, so definitely not a chance for them to do much. The breeze is blowing now from the west to the east, sort of coming in the southeast direction. Gentle breeze. Thank you so much to the MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by Morse. Jared taking it here on the near side, looking to make a shot, pull the trigger. Code man, nimble on his feet, getting the ball passed around. Oh, did that go off his face or off his shoulder? That thing went all the way out of bounds, off of RSL. Throw in Coronado. Somali with the ball. Sierra Vista and Cochise County backed by Morse. So many Morse videos today all across Cool FM Live. Thank you so much to the MORSE Automotive Group with dealerships all across Sierra Vista, sponsoring so much that we do here on Cool FM Live. Edie runs that one all the way down. Gets it up to Manny. Manny putting it ahead to the code man. He's got an open window, and that thing flies a country mile off the foot of the corn-fed Colossus.
Kicked that one out to the bypass.
Yeah, he kicked that one out to MLK. Luckily, there's no cars. Yeah, there's definitely something. There's got to be something going on at the park tonight. Sounds like fun, whatever it is. But after this, I'm going to go home and get a shower. I am stanky. Thank you to the Huachucans for being a great sponsor of the Coronado Athletic Club. That is all the way in. The steal and the finish for Summerlyn, putting it into the back of the net. Makes it 6-1, Coronado Athletic Club. And now the official coming over and talking to Summerlyn about what are you doing? You didn't need to do whatever extra you did. That's all right. 6-1, Coronado. Dominant performance by them tonight. That goal brought to you by Summerlyn Edwards with Tierra, Antigua, Realty, a proud Coronado Athletic Club sponsor, including Semper Valens Solutions, Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, Tap Into Wellness, SSVEC, and Thunder Mountain Church. We have talked about all of those sponsors, but if you would like to see them, learn more about them, check the post description. And if you would like to go onto their Facebook, social media pages and just say, hey, thanks so much for sponsoring these games that we can see on cool, that we don't have to go out into 101-degree temperatures, 98 degrees at kickoff, and now cooling down to a balmy 94 degrees. Here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field, Jeff Davenport and John Berger hanging with you tonight. What a full day of videos on Cool FM Live. Thank you to Todd Ryan for starting up this amazing, disruptive space to keep you informed about things going on in and around Sierra Vista and the greater Cochise County area and nationwide, worldwide. Todd covers it all. He is one of the top journalists in this county. Does not get enough credit for his journalistic work. There's Cody. Someone's trying to stop him. They're not going to stop Cody. That momentum's only going one way, and that is downhill. The Code Man cannot be stopped or contained. But it will be a corner kick, for Coronado. So another last shot effort with about 4 minutes left in full time, before we reach full time, I should say, here in the second half, if they kept the running clock during the water break. And that is a header that just goes wide to the left. Got the families out here. You see the little ones out here. They're taking some laps around the track here. Boy, this is a beautiful evening to be able to take some laps, get your cardio in, at least just go for a nice walk with a semi-pro soccer game. Another steal. Ow. How on earth did he stop that? What a turn. And what a stop by number 5. He has been the defensive standout for RSL Southern AZ. This score would easily be 7-1, 8-1, possibly 9-1 if it were not for that young athlete out on this field tonight. Even in a 6-1 game, in a 6-1 loss, you can still have a defensive player of the game, and he would be my pick because he has been in the right spot at the right time to stop Jared from scoring.
Well, I hope his nose feels okay because he took a shot right off the snot holder. I mean, holy smokes, man.
Kick from the corner. Trying to head it in. Doesn't go in. That ball gets kicked out of bounds. Will it come into the stands? Yes, it will go over. And looks like Code Man's going to go chase that one down. Again, he can take his time. Right now, Coronado leads 6-1. Just a couple minutes left before we reach full time here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in Sierra Vista, Arizona. Tosses it over to Caleb. Looks like Caleb will take the throw in, get it right to Cody. And that goes wide to the right. Boy, Cody just lets it rip. There's someone on a microphone somewhere off in the distance, and I hear that, and I think, why am I not on that microphone?
Because
John,
you're here,
why am
that's
I?
why. Probably would have.
That's okay. I'd rather be here with you anyway. So
I would too.
Unless they'd be paying me more. No, I'm kidding.
Especially
I'm sorry.
now
Did I say that?
It's cooled off.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah. But we would have been in the shade the whole time over there. So,
Oh, sure.
you know, that's something to take into consideration. Or we could have been on the stage if the band shell was open and the rooms were unlocked. Yes, please pick that up. Okay. Or kick it out. That's fine. You lead 6-1. Yeah. It is late in this game. And that is going to go out of bounds. That will be a whistle and a flag. Throw in for RSL, Southern AZ. So RSL, one last-ditch effort for them to try to get something. The ref is letting them play. Boy, that ball went right across the front. Another scoring opportunity for them. The whistle the whistle did not blow because they were offside. And so they're saying no goal. No goal. It will be, or is that a goal? Are they giving it to him? What? I think they gave it to him because the official did not see the offside. He let it play. So 6-2. Barring anything crazy happening in the next 120 seconds, 6-2 will be the final score, as one of the players was just asking the official how much time is left. The official looked at his watch and gave an answer. I couldn't hear it from here. It's facing the other way. The whistle blows. So it is 6-2 now, as Coronado just looks to run out the clock. They'll tap it around unless they want to make one last attack. Get one more shot on goal. And that is the final whistle. Coronado able to put 6 goals into the back of the net and ends up winning by 4. The final score, 6-2.
Movie in the park.
Oh, that's what it is. Movies in the Park is going on. Yeah, a lot of fun there that city puts on. So by all means, go enjoy Movies in the Park tonight. The sun has set. It is cooling down minute by minute. You can tell the difference. But congratulations to the Coronado Athletic Club getting their second win on the season. They go to 2-6-1 as they end up beating RSL Southern tonight, who will fall to 0-8-1. We wish RSL Southern AZ a safe trip home as they head back to the Valley tonight. For all the other Coronado Athletic Club players who do not live in Sierra Vista, safe travels to you guys as well. Thank you all for watching this broadcast of the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Remember, we will be back here in 22 hours to bring you another Coronado Athletic Club soccer game, back-to-back nights. It's going to be a tough one, but they come out victorious tonight. All gas, no breaks. 6-2, the final score. Thank you to John Berger. Thank you to Dan the Man for finding all those clips to be able to put in John's show later on this week. And thank you for watching this broadcast of the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Have a great night, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Happy Flag Day. Happy Army 250th birthday. Hooah. Have a great night.